driver's education class for beginners. If you're a beginner or an experienced driver, this information will help you. Let's go ahead and get going. We're talking about roundabouts. Roundabout navigation. Emily enters a roundabout for the first time and is unsure about yielding, rules, and how to properly exit, causing confusion in a near rear-end collision. From my experience, I see a lot of beginning drivers who go too fast into the roundabout. If you're going too fast into the roundabout, you're going to overshoot your turn. You're going to hit the curb. So we want you about 15 miles an hour, going slow into the roundabout and gradually accelerating through the roundabout. Take your time. Next, parking challenges. Today we had our students out parking, and let's talk about this. Michael struggles at parallel parking in urban spaces, often misjudging distance and angles. Sound familiar? Leading to parking improperly and bumping into other cars. You need to be looking at my tutorials where we do a first-person view on how to park. You want to cover the brake, you want to go at idle speed, and you want to take your time. Work on your parking maneuvers at a school, at a mall, at a parking lot down from where you live. You have to learn to maneuver your car. This is backing in spots. This is pulling in spots. This is angle parking. Again, if you want to learn how to drive and really become a good driver, you need to be looking at my videos. Next, school zone awareness. Many of you are teenagers, college age, or maybe you're going back to get your master's and you're saying to yourself, I forgot how to park. Well, I have some tips for you. School zone or zone awareness. Example, Jessica forgets to slow down in school zones, unaware of the reduced speed limit. As a result, this leads her to putting herself in danger and possibly hitting a kid. Anytime you're in a school zone, whether it's the weekend or during the day, kids are there playing because they love school. So what I need you to do in school zones is take your time, control your entry, control your speed so you understand what to do. If you have questions, go ahead and put those questions in. Reading traffic signals, so important. Traffic signals and signs. There are 3 types of traffic signs. One is a regulatory, which is your common stop sign. Next one is a warning us of a school zone. And the third one is a guide sign. You as a beginner need to understand what those signs mean. Reading traffic signs. Mark misinterprets yield and stop. This is common. Stop means you stop for a minimum of 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, and 1003. You satisfied the requirement, then you proceed. Yield means you slow down, you look left, you look right. As an instructor, I want to see you looking. Don't be scared to look to the left and then look to the right. This way you're more assured of not having an accident and not striking someone. Next, let's talk about adjusting to road conditions, the rain, the snow, the fog. Laura uses smooth driving. And what I need you to do is keep good smooth driving as the focus. Smooth driving is really important. She struggles when she encounters gravel, finding it difficult to control her speed. So Laura is going too fast. If you go too fast in your turns or your approach, you will lose control. Hey, if this is bringing you value, get this some thumbs up. Let's get this thing out here. If you have questions, put those questions in. I do this for the community, not for me, but for you, the community. The community is the most important thing. Next, inadequate defensive driving. As an instructor, I'm always talking about defensive driving. Cover your brake, keep space, look around. When you're learning how to drive, you focus on one thing. That's the car ahead of you. Pause, relax, look at the big picture. Are you driving in downtown Detroit? Are you driving in downtown Houston, Texas? Are you driving in downtown Los Angeles, California? You need to have more speed, more space, and looking left and looking right. Watching for pedestrians. So let's talk about this. Alex doesn't anticipate sudden stops of the car in front of him because he's following too close. On our lesson today, my student was following too close. As a result, we tapped the brakes. So we need to increase. I'm using a key word and I'm preparing you for your test. Increase means to make larger. Decrease means to make smaller. We want to increase our following distance. We need to go with the speed of the traffic. Typically, beginning drivers drive 5 under, 7 under, 10 under, and some with extreme anxiety drive 15 or more under the limit. As a result, we're going too slow. We're going to have to slam brakes at lights, which is dangerous. We're going to have to accelerate really fast through lights, which is dangerous. Take a moment and listen to your uncle, who is a state certified driving instructor. We need to drive at the speed limit. If it's 50, try to get your speed up to 50. If it's 45, try to get your speed up to 45. It's so important that you understand speed control. If this is giving you value, give it a thumbs up. Parallel parking, I will show you what to do. Let's pretend this is the car parked. You pull up next to the car, you reverse. You turn hand over hand all the way to the right. The rear of the car will go in at a 45 angle. Once you're in, you turn back, you're good. It's easier for me to show you than tell you, but I have a video coming out this afternoon that's on parallel parking. Look it up. You will find it. Look at my videos. Let's keep going. Thank you for sharing that. Social distractions. We're all social. The holidays are coming. We got a few days off school, a few days off work, but social distractions can lead to deadly mistakes. Jake drives with his friends, gets distracted with their conversation. Jake should be focusing on driving, but he's listening. What are they saying? Jake just ran a light. What are they saying? Jake is tailgating. What I need you to do is focus on driving, causing him to run a light. So Jake needs to focus on the driving process, okay? Dealing with traffic jams. Let's continue talking about this. You have questions, put those in. Chloe panics when she gets stuck in traffic jams for the first time. If this sounds like you, give it a thumbs up. Unsure of how to stay calm. Navigating slowly through congested streets. Let's pause for a second. I had a client in downtown Houston, Texas. A pedestrian walked right out in front of us. We almost hit them. I had to squeeze the brake. What I need you to do as beginning drivers, and many of you are beginning drivers, or you're someone in their 30s, 40s, 50s, you like my sense of humor, you like that I'm teaching you, and I do want to teach you, watch the videos. You need to have adequate space. If you're in downtown Detroit, keep space. Downtown Houston, Texas, keep space. Downtown Los Angeles, California, keep your space. Have good speed, have good space, and have a smile, which is so important. Understanding insurance policies. You're saying to yourself, this is driving. What are we doing talking about insurance policies? In many states, you need to show the financial capabilities in case you hit someone or hit a car or hit a curb or take down a street light. It does happen. So understanding insurance policies. Example, Dave is confused about his car insurance policy, the coverage, the details. What happens in an accident leading to stress and near collision? If you have questions about insurance, ask me. Typically, in our place, we have no fault insurance. It covers the minimal, but you can always buy additional collision coverage or property coverage, just in case you're a driver who has a tendency to have accidents. But as a result, you're going to have higher insurance rates if you have a lot of accidents. What usually happens? People usually fail to maybe stop. This is a warning sign telling us there's a stop sign ahead. Maybe you blow the stop sign. Maybe you speed in a school zone. Maybe this sign means no left-hand turn. Maybe you make a left-hand turn. That is a civil infraction. You're going to get a ticket. So you really need to focus on signs, because the more tickets you get, the more your insurance will go up. Why? Because typically that 16 to about 25-year age group has the most accidents and has the highest rates, because you're newly insured. After around 24 or 25, common sense, 10 years. If you start at 16, 10 years is 26. If you start at 14.9, 24.9, 10 years. You start at 17, 27. You start at 19, 29. You start at 21, 31. You start at 30, you start at 32, 42. Let's think about what I just said. It takes 10 years to learn how to drive. So you want to start practicing as soon as possible. Let's talk about some other vital information. You have questions, put those in. I need you to click that thumbs up. If you're learning and you're getting value, click the thumbs up for me, please. Maintaining focus on long drives. Example, Emma gets bored and loses focus doing her long drives, which increases the risk of her missing important clues and signs on the road. You have to take a break every couple of hours. Get out of the car. Check the tires. Make sure you have gas. Get out of the car, stretch your legs, walk around so you can stay fresh, you can stay alert. You will also have something called highway hypnosis. This is when you're driving for a long time, you're used to driving at 70 or 75, and then you get off to go get gas. The speed limit is 45. You're going double the speed limit. Then you're going to get pulled over and get a really big ticket. I don't want you to get a ticket. I'm trying to tell you, you need to recognize highway hypnosis. Next, interacting with pedestrians. We're going to be doing a special tomorrow on pedestrians. Do not miss this topic, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be dealing with pedestrians. So let's talk about this. Lucas is unsure about the right of way. What did I just talk about? Beginning drivers aren't sure of yield signs, stop signs, school zones. They are not sure. So as a result, you might not stop, civil infraction. You might hit someone. So the first car to get there, let's pretend these cars are coming at the same time. I'm on the right of this car. I have the right of way. If you're not sure, pause, give the other motorist the right of way. Stop, wave them by, then you're good. If you're not sure of who has the right of way, you follow your sign, you pause, or you stop, or yield, and wave them through. Lucas is unsure about the right of way. When pedestrians are crossing the road, pedestrians always have the right of way, leading to an awkward and potentially dangerous encounter. What does this mean? You almost hit a pedestrian. So what I need you to do is drive and look. If you see a pedestrian walking, squeeze your brakes. Wave them through. Make eye contact. Just like I'm making eye contact with you, make eye contact with the pedestrian. Whenever there's a controlled or uncontrolled intersection, treat it as a four-way or three-way or two-way stop or yield. The pedestrian always has the right of way. How do you handle car breakdowns? You're getting so much value right now. Car breakdowns. Olivia experienced a flat tire for the first time and feels helpless. Olivia, it's okay. Pause for a second. You need to look at a YouTube video. You need to look at my videos on how to change a tire. Next, because you don't know how to change it, you call for help. My suggestion is that some of you call for help, because we don't want you, meaning your instructor, your parent, we don't want you on the side of the road trying to fix the tire during rush hour or at night. It's very scary, it's overwhelming, and you feel like you're going to get hit by cars, because here's what happened. People see you looking, and then they veer towards you. Okay? Dealing with aggressive drivers. You, as a beginning driver, are driving at the speed limit, 10 and 2. 9 and 3, 7 and 5. You're right at the speed limit. But other drivers are driving 10 over, 15 over, 20 over. They are late to work. They're late going home. They're late to pick up their son and daughter. So what does this mean? They're always driving fast. Get out of their way. If you see an aggressive driver, example, Ethan, because he's anxious and frustrated when confronted with an aggressive driver who tailgates him and honks repeatedly, unsure of how to handle this situation. Ethan, maintain your speed, get to the right, and they will drive around you. Never initiate or get angry at a driver. Next, understanding vehicle technology. I'm not just talking about Teslas. I'm talking about all automotive vehicles within the last 10 years. Ava struggles to use her car's advanced safety features, which is normal. How do I turn on lane departure? How do I turn on adaptive cruise control? How do I hit auto start? A lot of cars, you have to activate these. You need to look in the owner's manual. Your owner's manual is in the glove compartment. So this sometimes leads you to overriding the controls, hugging the right, hugging the left. Next, navigating in parking lots. I talked to you about learning how to park. Example, Nolan finds himself in busy parking lots, feeling overwhelmed, not understanding the rules of finding a parking spot. You need to turn on your blinker. If it's to the left, you push your blinker down. If it's to the right, you push it up. Always yielding for pedestrians. Parking lots are some of the most dangerous places for pedestrians, and a lot of people are hit and injured because we as drivers are careless. Don't be careless in the parking lot. Take your time. Be patient. You will feel overwhelmed. Example, if you go to a high school, if you go to a community college, you're going to a four-year institution, University of Texas, University of Michigan, University of San Diego. They have designated areas for student parking. They have designated areas for faculty parking. Here's a tip. If you're parking in a faculty spot and you're a student, you're going to get your car towed. You're going to get a ticket. Park in your designated area that is color-coded with your permit. And usually in your package when you go to college, parking may be included, but also it might be an additional $150, $350, $500. You were saying, is parking free? This is how colleges and community colleges get additional funds. They charge you for parking. And if you don't have a parking permit, you're going to get a ticket. And if you get a lot of tickets, they're going to tow your car. Let's talk about adhering to road etiquette. Meaning Grace is unaware of the unwritten rules of road etiquette. Meaning someone is trying to pull out of a private driveway. If there's room, you should let them out. Someone is trying to merge on the expressway. If there's room, change a lane to the left. These are some of the private, unwritten rules that aren't talked about. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. So such as waiting and saying thank you. Letting another vehicle merge out. I just talked about that. Leading to minor frustration and misunderstandings. We all have a responsibility in the HTS. Managing peer pressure. Your friends are going to put the most pressure on you. You're going to learn to drive through watching my videos. And thank you. You should be watching all my videos. Ryan feels pressured by his friends to drive faster. When you see me teaching, we're going to be driving at the speed limit or a little bit under. Showing his friends his skills. Hey, let's go around the corner really fast. Okay. Hey, let's cut through the parking lot and burn rubber. Okay. This leads to risk of accidents. I need you to be safe. If you learned something today, give it a thumbs up. You need to watch all my videos. I want to say thank you, and I might be going live later. Bye, guys and ladies. Have a good day.